Last night, we explained our 5-month quest for public records from the Macon District Attorney's Office.
The bottom line is we want records for 63 cases that DA Anita Reynolds Howard said her office disposed of. We asked for the records because we believe the public has a right to know who's been released from jail and how the DA's office handled felony criminal cases. The Georgia First Amendment Foundation agrees with us. This is what their spokesperson and former president, Richard Griffiths, said.
That is a frightening development, frankly, and it should concern everybody about why those cases were handled in this way, why the public hasn't been told what happened in those cases, and frankly, where are those people now?
But journalists aren't the only people who can file records requests.
Ashlyn Webb explains what information is available to you and why it matters.
Yes, journalists file records requests quite often, and you can too if you want to know more about what your government is doing.
Because government works for the people, those documents are available to the people to inspect.
So what public records can you request? The law says a lot, like a criminal's case files, an officer's dash or body camera video, emails from elected officials, a government employee's travel records if they're traveling on the taxpayer's dime, and the list goes on.
Open records protect the public from corruption and stupid decisions. It allows the public to see what's going on and make sure that governments and courts are run properly.
Though Georgia law is very broad on what records you can get, it does have its boundaries. For example, you can't get records containing medical information, someone's social security number, or things under investigation. You can file a records request to any public office or agency. We recommend filing the request by writing, so send an email or letter.
Typically, an agency has 3 days to respond to a records request to at least let you know how long it's going to take to pull together the records, how much it's going to cost to duplicate those records. If they're electronic records, there's not really a cost.
And by law, the public agency must respond.
Officials who flaunt the law can actually be taken to task criminally. So there's a lot of teeth here if an institution decides that they're going to ignore the public.
So why should our records request about those 63 cases matter to you? Richard Griffiths with the Georgia First Amendment Foundation says this is the people's records request.
This is not just a WMAZ records request. This is a request on behalf of the public. The public needs to know what's happening in the courts. And the average person doesn't have the wherewithal to spend hours and hours arguing with a court official or hiring a lawyer and spending the thousands of dollars to fight the court system to keep it open.
If you go to this story on our website, we have a sample records request that you can just fill out and send to the government department or agency you want to get the documents from. Frank, Lori, back to you.
Thank you, Ashlyn. You can also check out the original story on the district attorney's response to our records request on 13WMAZ.com.
There we have web extras, including the breakdown the district attorney's office, or rather invoice, for our request that originally totaled nearly $3,000.